How do we celebrate the 50th anniversary of LGBTQ Pride Month from home? Welcome everyone to Powered and Protected by Rainbows. I am of course your host, Matt Haslam. And before we jump into our episode, first off, don't forget to like this video, comment down below your LGBTQ friendly thoughts, and hit that rainbow subscribe button so you don't miss out on new episodes of Season 3. Anyway, on to our episode. Back on June 28th, 1970, the first ever Pride March for LGBTQ rights took place in New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, California. It all started at the Stonewall Inn, where LGBTQ people were tired of being arrested just for celebrating who they love and who they are. In 2016, President Barack Obama established the Stonewall Inn as the Stonewall National Monument, and it became the first LGBTQ national monument in the history of the United States.
And 1 year ago this weekend, we lit the White House in every color, because in every state in America, you're now free to marry the person you love. There's still work to do. As we saw 2 weeks ago in Orlando, the LGBT community still faces real discrimination, real violence, real hate. So we can't rest. We got to keep pushing for equality and acceptance and tolerance. But the arc of our history is clear. It's an arc of progress. And a lot of that progress can be traced back to Stonewall. So this week, I'm designating the Stonewall National Monument as the newest addition to America's national park system. Stonewall will be our first national monument to tell the story of the struggle for LGBT rights. I believe our national park should reflect the full story of our country, the richness and diversity and uniquely American spirit that has always defined us, that we are stronger together, that out of many, we are one. That's what makes us the greatest nation on earth, and it's what we celebrate at Stonewall, for our generation and for all those who come after us.
And now, here we are in 2020, and this year marks the 50th anniversary of the first ever Pride March. June has become an entire month filled with LGBTQ pride, with rainbow flags outside local businesses and homes, and with events around the world to celebrate who we are and who we love. And the best part is, those same police who years ago used to arrest us for having these pride marches are now protecting them. But at the moment, we're going through a tough time globally. Those large events needed to be postponed or canceled due to safety concerns for the coronavirus pandemic. So the question becomes, how do we celebrate Pride Month while staying safe at home? Well, today's episode will answer that question. But if you have any more ideas on how to celebrate Pride at home, leave those in the comments of this video so we can all enjoy a fantastic Pride Month together while keeping 6 feet apart and safe at home. Our first tip of the day is to show off your pride outside of your homes and your businesses. We won't have Pride events to wave our flags around at this year, so put that flag up outside of your home or your business instead. I've spent years in the closet before I came out publicly, and I can tell you from experience, and it's probably experience you have too, that seeing a rainbow flag outside of someone else's house or business made me feel welcome in my own city. It made me feel comfortable wearing rainbows when I go for walks around town. It helped me know what businesses were going to treat me with respect if I went there with a boyfriend someday. So in the description of this video, we will leave a link to an amazing company on Amazon where you can get yourself a rainbow flag or a tribe pride flag for about $6, which is very, very inexpensive. I can tell you, I have a pride flag from this company, and I've had it up for about 1.5 years in very harsh weather conditions in this area of the country before it needed replacing. So it's very good quality for the price of a couple cups of coffee. Our second tip of the day is to go to your town council meeting and encourage your city or town to fly a rainbow flag outside or on top of their city hall. Explain to them how Pride events were canceled, and try explaining to them how much it would mean to 10% of their citizens if they flew the rainbow flag for Pride Month. You can even offer to give them a pride flag, and that way the town or city wouldn't have to worry about the $6 expense. Next up, share your story with the world. Grab your phone and film yourself talking about your coming out experience, or film yourself talking about why you love the LGBTQ community so much. Share it with all of your family and friends on social media. I can tell you just how much it would mean to someone who is not yet out of the closet, hearing from someone else to know they aren't alone. If you happen to film yourself talking about your coming out experience or why you love the LGBTQ community so much, email us the link to your video, and we might just include it in an upcoming episode of our show here. Our fourth tip of the day is to learn some LGBTQ history. Schools across our country are not yet mandated to teach LGBTQ in history class, so why not learn your history on your own this Pride Month? And to make that easy for you, Powered by Rainbows has an entire series on our channel dedicated to LGBTQ history, so hop on over there using the link in the description to check out that playlist and learn tons of LGBTQ history. Now, normally at Pride events, you and I would walk around the entire event and stop at dozens of booths from local businesses and organizations. But this year, those LGBTQ rights groups won't have in-person events, which allow them to speak with people about their causes and get your signatures on their petitions. So in the description of this video, we're leaving some links for you to some truly fantastic organizations who need your signatures right now more than ever. You might not be able to be at Pride events this year, but you can still help those great organizations with your signature of support for their causes. On top of giving your signature, if you have a couple of extra dollars laying around, you could donate a couple of dollars to truly remarkable organizations who need your financial help. Again, to make this easy, we have left links in the description to fantastic LGBTQ organizations, which are national groups, and I assure you, we've done our research on them to know how truly amazing they are. And none of them are asking or paying us to shout them out right now, so you know how truly fantastic they must be. But if you don't have the money to donate, it's understandable. This is a difficult time for everyone, so our next tip is to consider donating your time instead. If you live in Pennsylvania, get in touch with me using the email on your screen right now to get involved with Pennsylvania's largest grassroots LGBTQ rights group called the Pennsylvania Equality Project. If you want to get involved more locally wherever you live, simply search Google for LGBTQ organizations in your area instead. I can tell you from experience, working with these fantastic groups, that we can always use your help. Next up, because you won't be spending tons of money going to Pride events in person this year, again, only if you have the extra cash, please consider supporting LGBTQ-friendly businesses. Many small businesses across the country are struggling right now because of the coronavirus. So rather than buying rainbow merchandise at big box chains like Walmart, who just sell Pride merchandise to make a profit, consider supporting a small business who is LGBTQ friendly instead. They might sell rainbow items just like big box chains, but they don't do it for the profit so much as they do it to support the local LGBTQ community. Keep in mind, not all LGBTQ friendly businesses sell rainbow merchandise. Some of them just deeply support the local LGBTQ community. So find out who supports the LGBTQ close to where you live and help them help others. Most importantly, help them stay afloat during this difficult time, because we need LGBTQ-friendly businesses to survive. Finally, stay up to date with local Pride event groups in your area to see if they have rescheduled their Pride event or if they have moved their entire event to be online in a video live stream instead. Over 300 LGBTQ Pride events globally are coming together this June to host a global Pride live stream on June 27th, 2020. That event will be a 24-hour-long live stream with guest, artists, musicians, and speakers from around the world. It's truly the first event of its kind for our community. And when that day approaches, we will be sharing links to that live stream on our social media, so be sure you're following our Facebook page for those alerts. Anyway, that's all for our episode today. I hope you'll have a fantastic Pride Month this year. I know we have a ton planned for Pride Month for our show, so be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of our Pride Month coverage this year. If you like this video and episode and want to support more content like this in the future, please consider pledging to our Patreon page, where you can get a ton of benefits. Just go to patreon.com/MHPTV or click the link in the description. Don't forget to like this video, share your LGBTQ friendly thoughts in the comments down below, hit that rainbow subscribe button so you don't miss out on new episodes of Season 3, and share this video with others. As always, I'm your host Matt Haslam. This has been PBR. Have a gay day everyone, and happy Pride Month. Watch Powered by Rainbows Season 3, only on MHP TV.